And here we go. Good morning, everybody out there in YouTube land. We are Flying Wrenches, and this is our first ever morning show.
What's up? What's up? All right.
Hey, can everybody hear us and see us? Let us know in the comments section. Got camera.
Can see y'all. Cool now, I cab.
Boom.
I think he meant
Boom.
can.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Woo!
Yeah. So, how does it feel? It's been a long time coming, huh?
This has been a long one in the works.
So, bought this equipment, what? It's been 8-9 months since
Something
I
like
bought
that.
all this equipment.
It's been a long time.
And kind of been wanting to do this for a while, but, you know, a lot of broke cars to fix.
There is a lot of broke cars. There's a lot of hurdles. I don't know if they can see the mess around here of cameras and microphones that are going every direction possible, but there is a ton. There is a ton. And so here this morning we have myself, Colton, behind the boards and the switchers, which amazingly you can't see. Yep. Directly across from him we have Jake, the Rattler, bringing it in hot right here on time, right here at 8 o'clock.
He gonna strike.
Terrible.
And then the one and only, the star of the show, the guy with the brain cells behind the operation, Mason Dungsford. Everybody give it up for your number one YouTuber out here.
Thank you. Appreciate that round of applause there, guys.
So, yeah, this is going to be one of the first shows that we start off here in the morning time, and we're going to definitely be trying to roll them out. And so let's get into it. Let's jump right into it.
Tammy Hadley? Who's that?
Tammy Hadley in the chat?
Tammy Hadley in the chat. What's up, Mom? Appreciate you supporting me out there.
Oh. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. What you need? Here we go. This is, wait, this ain't it either, is it? Where's the squiggle?
There it is.
Multiple shows over here. We're trying to run at one time. All right, so let's just bring in what is this show going to be, what we're going to do in the morning times. And
I think that's a big to be determined there. I don't really know what we're going to do.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, we're going to, hopefully we'll have some, people sending some money in the chat. We can answer some of
we
those
are definitely
comments.
accepting super chats. If you're out there live, we do accept super chats.
Man.
Very, very, very nicely accepted.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a brand new show that we're going to be rolling out here, and we are working on a schedule.
Not a super big morning person, so it's kind of probably on me. I don't know, I'm just more of an afternoon guy, so we'll probably do some evening shows too. We'll probably mix it up, try to do 2 or 3 a week. We'll see how it goes, but yeah.
Well, we'll just figure it out. So let's just jump right into it. You guys want to get right into the business end of it?
The business end?
The business end.
Business
You
end?
want to get right into the business end of it?
Sure.
Jump right into the interesting part of the story.
Yeah.
So exactly out of all the stars and planets that had to align for all of us to be sitting here at this table at this morning, kind of how do you guys want to go over how we got here? How you guys came to be here and how we kind of just tell the story?
It's pretty much all Cody's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, I guess start the story off. I mean, y'all obviously know. I mean, I've been doing YouTube videos at the dealership for about 4 years now, and within the last what has it been 7, 8, 9 months now since we left.
Yeah, something like that.
Was at the dealership. Worked. My boss was a guy named Cody, super great guy. He kind of ran the service department, and I got to fix cars. That was fun to me. I got to make YouTube videos and fix cars. He decided he wanted to make a change in his life a while back, and he decided that he was going to make a job change. And when he did, I don't know, just kind of all went to shit. Yeah, I don't know, man. It just like my day-to-day life at the dealership changed a lot, and I really did like the dealer because the one thing I guess the dealer does for you is it keeps you up to date. You're going to be the first person to learn about all the new craziness that a car company does. So when you leave the dealer, you are going to lose a lot of that, but it kind of just came down to be a decision of, do I want to run around like a chicken with my head cut off all day long? For not for myself. I mean, it just didn't really make sense, I feel like, in the long run.
Well, if you was offering any advice, would you say that a dealership is a good starting point for a new mechanic coming into the industry?
Depends on the dealership.
It's so hard, man. It really depends on you. Like, it takes a special kind of person to be able to work flat rate and really grind that system. I mean, because if you just show up to work and you don't have the work ethic, you're not going to make any money, which is sad. I've seen a lot of people get starved out of dealerships. I feel like the dealership is probably the best place to get a foothold in the automotive industry if you want to, because it's going to allow you to, really niche into a brand, which is something I kind of recommend everybody does, is working on cars. I mean, you just cannot learn all of them. I mean, not to say that we don't work on all of them now, but I mean, if somebody asks me what I know, it's Fords. I went to school. I worked at the dealer almost 10 years. It's Ford Motor Company.
Ford Motor Company.
Yep.
So you think like learning like a specific? Remember them old commercials? Do you remember them like old MIT? No, was it TMI? MIT? But it wasn't like MIT out of like Boston. It was like the Institute. Do y'all remember them commercials? No. They always advertise like, come get your specific training on a brand.
Yeah.
Is that the kind of school y'all went to? I know you went to something like that, right? Like up in Birmingham?
I went to Lawson State in Bessemer, which they have a Ford program. It's like a trade-based community college, and they have a Ford, a GM, and a Toyota program there. And what was good about that is it just allowed me to get all my certifications really fast. It's called the Ford Asset Program, and it took 2 years to pretty much get all the certifications Ford had to offer. Go straight to work. That was my thing right out of high school. Like, I wanted to make money. I was so tired of being broke, and I knew I was pretty decent at fixing cars, or at least I thought I was. So that was my money maker.
What about you, Jake? Did you go to like one of them schools, or did you go straight into like work at a dealership, or did you go like how'd you?
Let me tell you the story of Jake.
Yeah, if Jake ain't gonna tell it.
So Jake was hired at Johnson Ford, the dealer I worked at, in the detail department.
To wash cars.
Detailer.
So I ran a
Less
saw
than
through
minimum
my
wage.
hand. I don't know if y'all can
What
see that.
minimum wage is now, at least.
Yeah. Anyway, so Jake's in detail. And Jake's a real quiet guy. He don't say a whole lot. And I didn't know Jake at the time. But anyways, I ran a saw through my hand, and I basically told him I needed some help if I was going to fix cars. I had stitches, and my hand was bandaged up. So they gave me Jake out of detail, and it didn't take long. This guy did not need to be washing cars.
He wasn't the most detailed oriented.
He wasn't the first. Yeah, he wasn't the first pick because he don't talk. Like, I mean, you look at him, I thought he was retarded or something. We can't say that. Sorry.
We will get shadow banned.
Yeah, we will get shadow banned. Can't say that. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, you take a look at Jake and he just don't say nothing. He's just looking at you. I mean, what do you think about him?
I think he's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like Jake. Out of all the employees we have up here, me and Jake get along the most. Yeah. I try to get Jake to talk to me, but Jake hates me. I'm 99% sure Jake hates me.
Wouldn't say that. Hate's a strong word.
Strong disconsent is what I feel then. So you just went straight to work at the dealership as a detailer, and then Mason messed up his hand, and then you decided to, you went down into the minor leagues, picked up
somebody to assistant.
Called him to the show.
Somebody I could yell at.
To the show.
Then, yeah, both myself and Cody, the guy I mentioned earlier, we figured out pretty quick that he was much more useful in the shop. So he started out in the shop. You changed oil for a while, done brakes and stuff, and then eventually he came over into the little dungeon where I worked, and we got him on them transmissions, and he's been ripping ever since. He's good.
Now, did you take to it straight away? Did you like when you did you go into work at the dealership just to get a job, or did you I
just needed a job.
You didn't have
college still. I was still at UWF at the time.
I mean, you didn't have any desire to go work.
Own stuff.
But it wasn't like your thing to be I want to go work on transmissions at a dealership or anything. You just happened to get a job, and then
it just kind of
happened.
And then evolution happened, and now we have the full blossom.
And
Jake.
I was like, man, I need you to help me with these videos, man. And then,
what'd you think? Yeah, what did you think about that? What'd you think about when when you found out? How did you find out
I
that
was
Mason
already
was in,
doing
like,
the
in
videos
YouTube
when you
stuff?
first started in
Yeah.
the shop, right?
Trey was your camera.
Trey was my cameraman. Yeah. I remember making the jump, making videos from, recording them all myself, setting it up on a tripod, and then I finally started getting comfortable enough that I would let somebody stand there with a camera and watch me talk into it. And Trey was the first one that.
Trey.
Little Trey. He's still at the dealership.
The wrong apparatus guy?
Yeah, that's him. Apparatus.
The wrong apparatus guy.
Yeah, I said that word one day and he just ran with it, man. He still says it all the time to this day.
So when you did find out he was doing the YouTube stuff, was you happy to help, or was he just kind of like, will you hold this camera, and you just kind of just fell into that space of cameramanning for him?
It wasn't like a big jump. It was just gradual. I'd help him with something here, something there. Trey wasn't there, and then just got to the point where it is now.
So then you became full-time filmer for the most part.
Eventually.
Yeah.
For a little while at least.
Yeah, he done a good bit of filming.
Yeah,
And then, the
nobody
main
else
thing
would
was
stay.
editing. I mean, that. Editing. Like, we could record 100 videos in a day, but you cannot
Editing
edit that
does
many.
take up the
It takes
biggest bulk of the time.
so long, and it's something that I don't feel like I've ever been very good at. It's just,
That's probably my favorite part. The filming part's a little rough. Just because there's a lot going on.
I just get tired of listening to myself, man.
I don't. I love listening to you all day. It's
Yeah.
probably my favorite thing to do is actually
Yeah.
get to listen to you. I think we're actually going to do a compilation here coming up of all the. Yeah. You guys probably don't see a lot of that because I cut a lot of them out, but that's Mason's favorite word.
I have
Is
to clear my throat, brother.
yeah. We know it's all, yeah, it's no secret that you have to clear your throat
Yeah.
all day long. All right, so then we got out of the dealership. You guys,
Yeah.
So then I remember, yeah. So then you went straight to Mom's house, right?
Yeah,
Your grandma's
yeah.
house.
I went so when we left, I knew I had like a good bit of stuff piled up that I had to do for at least 2 or 3 months worth of work, and then we had all these backlog videos that we haven't edited, so kind of just decided to go home and work on that. And then it just like snowballed. It was like there was a couple cars, and there was 4 cars, and the next thing you know, there was 24 cars, and like I got my neighbor calling the police saying this guy's over here operating a mechanic shop without a business license, and so had to do something. So this current place we're at is kind of our remedy for now. It's been working out. Like I said, it's definitely bigger. We got a couple lifts now. But yeah, we were building 10R80s on the ground. We were putting them on the ground. Now I did put a mini split on the little shop I had, so I had air conditioners. So that was a huge uptick from the
You
dealer.
could barely
anyway.
fit one truck in there.
And then you got to remember going from like a shop where, there's 9-10 guys in there, and every time something goes wrong, somebody's coming to you. So just leaving that and going to the house where, there's no interruptions. Why are you smirking at me?
I'm just because I'm reading the comments.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what was it like when you was at Mom's house? Did you have any like of the people from YouTube bringing trucks there?
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
what
That's-
was their like reaction to seeing you like at a residential neighborhood, like in a garage?
I mean,
Most
pretty
of them
much,
didn't care,
Yeah,
really.
pretty much what
Didn't
you
even really
expect.
notice. Just
They were just super happy to have somebody to fix their truck. Which still blows me away all the time. But I know dealers are getting to the point where less and less people trust them. At malls though, I don't know. The one thing I miss about malls is at first it was just really simple because we had one stall. Like we had enough room to get one vehicle in there. So that pretty much, it took all the thinking out of it. We just work on one thing at a time. Whereas now we got some space. And I like to, I'll pull them in, tear them apart, shove them in the parking lot, get something else in here, So, yeah, it's I don't know. Basically that, and then the fact I couldn't cut grass during the summertime. You got 30, 40 vehicles, and half of them don't run. What do you do with them? Especially when you got, like I said, you got neighbors that they didn't take too fondly.
I mean, you can't really blame them either, though.
Well, I mean. How
could've been a lot
I
worse.
could have been having a family reunion or something.
every day. Everybody drives an F-250
for 3
that's
weeks.
broke down.
Yeah. 12 F-250s over here.
Yeah, I always thought that was interesting. You know, when you got to your mom's house and seeing that there, and then that's when we kind of come up with the brainstorm for the show for doing a live stream.
I remember how that happened.
I called
called me up. He's like,
so
man,
much money.
He's like, man, I think we could do a live show, dude. And yeah, it was.
I did call him into this venture that we're on now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just kind of figured like I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to halfway do it. You know. I mean, I kind of wanted it to look as professional as possible. You know,
I mean, we're getting there.
I mean, there's mud joints in the behind me that you know haven't been mudded on the drywall. We just painted right over them, but.
We're getting there. Though. It's starting to come. I mean,
if you seen what this place looked like when we come in here, oh my god!
I better have a picture.
y'all have got to have some pictures.
I don't think I ever took. I never wanted anybody to see what it looked like up here. It was so bad.
It was awful.
I've heard. I think I came up here. When did I first come up here? It was before you painted it. I think it was still like
two
junk
recliners.
in the chair.
The two blue chairs were sitting over
I
there.
think you said you got to check out the office or something.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's came along. This room definitely. I mean, since I just been here, we had blue tiles on the wall at one point because Mason thought that was a good idea. If you can look behind me, all the squares are black. Yeah. But at one time, this place looked like a insane asylum for Chuck E. Cheese kids. I mean, it looked rough. Yeah. But we got them all blacked out, and everything's going forward with that.
Except behind the flags.
We ran out of coverage, so we had to get a little creative. Could use some spray paint to touch up some of these final spots. All right then. So
was Dalton down there earlier?
Heard his truck.
Cool.
And then myself, I've just known Mason. I'll keep mine pretty short. I've known Mason for, I don't know, pretty much my whole life, I guess. I remember when he was just a little kid living over there next to Maul's house and going to swim in his pool. And then rode motorcycles together. And then I don't know, I've worked like 8 jobs in between there, and finally I got the call to the show, the big leagues.
You got called to the big leagues?
Got called up. Got called up from the minors. I got to quit my regular day job and get to come up here, which is pretty sick. I got to say, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
All right. Got a couple comments here. Do you want to go ahead and get them videos pulled up? Or do you already got them ready?
Steven Dunsford. Hey, that's my name. What's up, Dad?
Some of these you might be able
You
to...
guys look cute. Who's James Smith?
I don't know.
That's Dalton. He's trying to use an alias on it. I seen him keep saying stuff on there.
I seen Watch Your Mouth.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, that's
okay.
Somebody's getting brave out here.
What's up, schoolboy?
There's schoolboy in here.
So we got Sean said 100% agree on dealer life for young go-getter guys, but sucks as you get older and mature. I'm now in government shop and as a mechanic for 17 years and love it. Yeah, I see that. I see a lot of people as they grow older want to move out of being a tech just because it is really tough on your body. Most people either move into management or if you're Steve, you're in the Steve was the diesel tech when I started at the dealer, and he retired and then he ended up coming back to work. I think he works like 3 or 4 days of work a week now in the parts room. And I can tell you, I've known this guy for like 5 years, and his whole attitude changed when he quit working on cars. Like he was such a better mood all the time, Let's see. We got Carrie Lewis says we have 2 certified mechanics from Subaru and Mercedes that now support our manufacturing plant. They got sick of the dealer life and are the best people we've ever hired. They can fix anything. Yeah, I know that a lot of people, a lot of the independent shops in this area. I mean, a lot of those guys that own those, came from dealers.
Came from dealers?
Yeah, it always seems to work out like that. It's sad, but it's tough doing warranty work, man. Yeah. They pay like crap. It's awful. I mean, I
remember you telling me about that, a long time ago.
I mean, like they just, and there's really no way around it. I mean, like you can you can lie, but eventually you're gonna get caught doing that, you know, because they come in and audit these dealers, and you know, obviously when dealers start losing tens of thousands of dollars, that's gonna trickle down all the way down to the little guy, you know, this out there lying on his warranty claim, you know.
Let's see here. You got the comments pulled up on your end?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know when you get them videos ready. We'll read a couple more comments. I have one that I sent. Let me see if I can resend it to you.
How's it going, Mr. Ken?
Favorite video.
Gonna be putting your transmission back in here in just a second. I think he does need a raise.
To his messenger.
I will. Yeah, because it won't let me send through.
Full bypass.
You want to send to Mason?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, Trent, you're asking about an oil bypass. I'm not sure which PowerStroke you're talking about. I know the oil bypass filtration systems work really good on the old Huey stuff.
Huey, like the airplane?
No, like Huey, like
Yeah, close.
like 7.3s and 6.0s. David says, "What will your shop business look like in 1 year, 5 years?"
That's a good question.
I don't know. I mean, I tell you, I definitely don't like where new cars are going. Me and him talk about all the time, like how bad it's going to be in a few years. Whenever, you know, some of the stuff that we worked on a few, you know, 23, 24, 25 models before we left the dealer, and some of those electronics, man.
Is it really that big of a jump from like the early 20s?
It's not necessarily that it is a jump, but it's not necessarily it's a jump. It's just they change everything, you know. I get used to doing something particular, like it looks like this, and then we change it, you know.
That's the way it always works. So
Just
everything's
like trying
always
to
a
bleed
ball.
brakes.
Never
brake.
seen anybody run a 6.7 oil bypass, man, but definitely wouldn't be a bad idea.
There we go.
What is the warranty on 10-speed 2020 F350? Well, if we build it, it's 2 years, unlimited miles. Unless you're a hot shot driver, then we're going to have to talk about that.
And I think we got one of them coming up, don't we?
What?
A hot shot driver?
Hot shot driver? What you mean?
That clip? Jesus
know.
Christ. Never
I don't know.
mind. Forget it. Forget it. Literally watched y'all watch it
Porchcast
yesterday.
850, man. What's up, guys? Y'all go follow Porchcast on TikTok.
Do we know this guy?
Yeah, this is, remember the guys I was telling you about from Milton that,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
them guys are cool.
Do the food videos. Yeah, I think,
You sent, I
one of
saw
them's
him
going
on
to bring
Insta-
us a truck here in a week or so.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Do a little collab. Throw it
Yeah.
out there in the universe. We want to collab.
Yeah. What's up, Brett?
He's so proud of you, Mason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to make me tear up.
Can we get this thing to 50 likes, you think?
I don't know.
We're about halfway through the show. Do you think we can get all the way to 50? If you guys haven't liked this the stream, make sure you like it. And again, we do accept super chats. Let's see if we can get.
There we got Zilla. So, I don't know, the 7.3 gas engines, I ain't really seen very many issues with them. I mean, they'll eat lifters, but that's typically only on the ones that idle a lot, Nathan. Like I said, the only one I think I've only had one that I've done.
It was a 550.
It was a F550 in a power company truck,
Yeah.
that idles for 10 hours a day, every single day. So, if, I don't know. I mean, I don't like the 7.3 more than the Coyote just because I just really like the Coyote platform. But I think the 7.3 is going to be I think it's going to be around for the long haul. I hope, anyways. I like to see a big motor. Oh, big block.
Big block.
Big block.
That
Ford.
big block out of that Mustang was
Yeah.
a monster. That thing was huge.
That big block. That's a little
Whatever
bitty
that-
motor. You talking out of his Mustang?
Yeah.
That's a little bitty. 5.0.
Shit.
I'm talking about a 7.3.
That's junk. Junk. It is junk. If it ain't a Hyundai Samurai, it's junk. Oh. Well, I say we go ahead and get into some clips. What do you guys think? Let me know which one you're going to play first.
Whatever you just sent me.
The newest one?
Yeah, whatever you just sent.
Okay, Mason, I want you to watch
Okay.
this clip. This
I've
is
never, I've not seen this.
I've worked on a lot of Mason's videos, and I've been in the mechanic shop for a little while. But this guy right here,
Yeah.
he is by far. This is my favorite mechanic video of all time. So hold on, let me get this. Let me get this.
I'm just gonna take that as a hint.
I mean,
Oh. All right, lean in towards Jake a little bit. That way, that way everybody can see you. All right, Jake, go ahead and hit play for
do
us.
you know what's coming?
No.
Do you know what this is?
No.
Okay. They record this on a Motorola. Homeboy put it in park on me. Oh man.
All right, that's it.
Oh man, dude, I work with at the dealer, Junior. Me and him worked together in close proximity for a good long time, and he told me about a story back. He's a guy. He worked for Ford or still does work at the dealer. He's been working there he's been working for Ford for over 40 years, and he said that he was at a dealer one time, and I don't remember what he was doing to the car, but anyways, he claims he had it in neutral, and he got somebody because he had the clutch pedal. Anyways, long story short, he got run over by the car, and Junior back in the day, he like a little bit of that, so he gets run over by the car, and they send him to the hospital. Want him to get drug checked. He's like, I ain't taking that shit. I know y'all gonna say it's my fault. I miss old Junior, man.
Yeah.
I do miss old Junior. He was a character, man.
You got any clips in there? You got any clips in there?
I just had the marketplace thing.
I think I got one more in there. I sent you.
You want me to go look?
It's right above that one that I just sent you.
Oh man.
Let me know when you got it pulled up. Oh.
So Jason Cunningham, should I keep running my 2015 EcoBoost with 210,000 miles? I'd keep on running it. I've seen plenty of those over 300,000. If you maintain them.
The EcoBoost?
What?
Did you say the EcoBoost?
Yeah. EcoBoom.
EcoBoom?
Yeah, Dobe Thompson. All right, so talking about welding the gear on the crankshaft. I don't know. I think people be overreacting about that sometimes. I've seen one gear rotate, and that was because the pump locked up on one truck ever. I know I see a lot of people welding them up, which isn't a bad idea at all, but I think it's kind of like the the dowel thing on the Duramaxes. Everybody makes a big deal about it, but like what it happens 2 out of every 1,000 trucks it might happen to. It's not near as common as what people make it out to be.
See, if they would have put a DCR in that other one, we wouldn't have seen that one.
Got a real joker here in the chat.
Yeah.
Do you not see it?
No, I don't. Oh, what miles should I change the flux capacitor? Yeah. Hayden
Do you even know that reference, Jake?
I know Hayden Sage. What up, Hayden?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought we had
That's
a rogue.
Hayden. That's Hayden from Johnson Ford.
I thought we had a
What's
rogue
up?
guy in the
No,
chat.
Man,
No.
That's Hayden. What's up, Hayden?
The 10R80. A lot of 10R80 stuff we do.
More than anything.
You think so? You think we do it more than cam phasers?
Mm-hmm.
What?
10R80s.
Yeah, we've done it's between, if you count the 140s and the 80s, we've done over 25 of them this year, and we're a 4-man crew, and 2 of them's half. That word I can't say.
Well, what about the 6-speed? I mean, the 6-speed versus the 10-speed. I don't think
Which
I've seen as
version?
many of them.
Yeah,
The 80 or the 140?
The 140, the one in my truck, right?
that's
No,
a
that's
6R80. Those are
6R80.
tough, man.
Mhm.
They don't we built what, 1, 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than torque converters, they don't.
Yeah, I'm really glad they didn't continue to make those because we wouldn't have had nothing to do.
Yeah.
You don't think?
No, they don't tear up. Lead frames, converters.
So-
10R80s, though, that's the best gift Ford Motor Companies gave us in a long time.
Is these the 10-speed?
Oh, and I think I don't even think they peaked yet.
No.
I mean, you got to just think. I mean, an average
Millions of
person put
vehicles.
20,000 miles on a vehicle, right? So they started in 17 and then ran it all the way to 22. So a 22 model, your 20,000 miles a year has only got, 60,000 miles on it. So it's just now exiting warranty, and we don't typically see failures to generally over 100. So, like I said, I think this is going to be a hot item for a long time. I plan on doing a lot of them.
It's a lot of
If any of you
vehicles.
guys got 10R80s, bring them to us. We'll warranty them 2 years and give you a better price than anywhere else. I promise.
What's the evolution of the 10-speed? Do they go to a 12-speed?
No.
Do they go to a 15?
I
I
think
think
This
they're
is it.
done. I think they're done. I don't think there's no reason. 10's really a little much. First gear is useless in a 10-speed, if y'all didn't know that. I mean, it is absolutely useless, especially on the big ones. Like, it's geared so low, you don't need it. 10th gear, kind of the same way. I mean,
It's got
guess
3
it just-
overdrives.
Yeah, it's got 8th, 9th, and 10th is all overdrive, so it's kind of silly.
Gotta be pretty good gas mileage though, if you can get it to stay in there.
Yeah.
Not
I
really.
mean, it gets decent. I mean, it's better than the 6R80, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that's not saying very much because I get 16 miles a gallon with a 5-liter.
Oh.
This has been
Change your oil.
This has been not well maintained. That'll have to be a video coming
Dude,
up.
I'm telling you, we're
Yeah.
gonna
It's
bust
tough.
your engine open. I want to show you.
Yeah,
How
it's
many
coming.
miles you think it's been?
I don't know. It's been a lot.
Well, how many is a lot? Like, what do you think? Like 20, 30,000,
Probably.
40,000?
No, probably 20,
20,000.
Yeah, probably.
That's the last oil change on your truck.
maybe. That's not that bad.
That's awful.
BMWs go 15,000 without oil change.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
That's what they said. That's what they say.
They probably didn't put Super Tech in it either when they changed it.
Probably not. Probably when we see that guy pouring a video of in that new Mustang yesterday, the O'Reilly's antifreeze.
Oh, man.
All right, here we go. Brett Gafford says, Kiss, Marry, Kill. 5.3 Vortec, 5.7 Hemi, 5.0 Coyote.
That's a pretty good one.
That is a pretty good one. I'm killing the Hemi. I don't
Yeah,
think real. I don't
sure.
want. I don't.
Yeah,
want
Dodge-
nothing to do
Hemi?
with that.
Dodge decided
Yeah.
to do the same thing
And
too.
then I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna kiss the Coyote and I'm gonna marry that 5.3 Vortec. It's got to be the pre-DOD 5.3 though, like those, the one that I like. The one
9907.
I've had so many of those trucks, man. So many of them. I love those trucks. 99 to 06, 07 really, but
Of the
yeah, they're just. I mean, they're indestructible. You run them low on oil. Don't change your oil. I mean, the stuff that you like to do to your Coyote, that's going to cost you a lot of money. That Coyote don't like that.
cost me a lot of money. I work for Flying Wrenches.
So
Can't cut
Justin,
me a deal.
Justin Martin says, what clutches do you use on your transmission rebuilds? Anything you can find available or OEM? So you want to answer that question, Jake? Not Justin.
Just depends on the transmission. Normally the diesels get the Raybestos GPZ clutches. They have a lot higher holding capacity than a stock clutch, but mainly for the 80s, if it's just a stock rebuild, then we get something close to stock, either stock clutches themselves or the regular Raybestos. There's really no need to have GPZs if you're just running to the mall every day.
It's
but-
too aggressive. It snaps
Yeah.
in and out. So why tell them why we just talked about yesterday that we're going to swap up from Raybestos to Borg Warner on the 10R80s. It's not because there's a product problem.
No, there's not a problem.
They work
with
great.
Yeah, they work great, but sometimes the actual thickness of the clutch is a little different than the stock. Borg Warner is a stock
Yeah.
clutch.
Borg Warner made Borg Warner was
Ford
the original
clutches.
manufacturer for Ford Motor Company.
Yeah,
so the
and-
clutches you pull out are Borg Warner.
Every time I've
yeah.
used Ford clutches, it's just easier to put them
The-
back in and
Clearances
Yeah.
stack out, so you don't have a
don't have to
you
sit
know,
here waiting for snap
Yeah,
rings to come
because
in.
that's how you adjust that, either with the top hat or the snap ring, because you got to have a certain amount of give in the clutch pack. So the Raybestos ones are a little tricky. Like you gotta measure them and make sure they're correct.
I can believe that. I filmed it. I don't know what you're talking about, but
You remember the little dial thing where I magnetized
Mhm.
the table and I was like, "Ooh, that's a lot there. That's extra."
that was it.
That's clutch clearance. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the amount of gap in between top and bottom before they're applied.
Yeah. Sounds good. That sounds really cool, guys. Yeah, it sounds
All
like
right,
you guys got it figured
Ken
out.
Forbes says, on my stock 2018 F-150 with a 10R80, I got 18 mile per gallon driving it down from the Atlanta area. It skipped first while shuttering to third, never shifted 10th on a 4-hour drive. So I will tell you, your truck, Mr. Ken, actually had the wrench light was on because of an incorrect gear ratio on number 10. And that was being caused by the bushing. The bushing had slid completely on yours. So hopefully, I think after you get it back from us, you're going to be very pleased with how it shifts. Those 10R80s are always the best because they shift like butter when we get done with them.
Yeah, they always do great.
Jake puts his little special touch on it in there.
You got something special you put in there?
Can't tell.
Gummy bears?
Trade secrets. Trade secrets. What up, Trey?
Is that the Trey?
That is the Trey.
Okay.
That is the
Living
Trey
his life,
Lewis.
Lewis?
Yeah, that is the
Okay.
Trey living his life, Lewis. There.
Trey
He said. Justin says alto clutches. I've never seen alto. They make altos for the 10 speeds. I'm sure they do. I know Ray Bestos and alto are tied in together somehow. They kind of like share technology or something. I guess I'm not sure.
I mean, I've ran alto.
I've ran altos
older
on my
transmissions,
4L60s.
and,
Yeah,
They're
AODs,
fine on those.
4R70s. You still building them transmissions over there, little Trey?
Did you find any comments to look at?
I can't see the comments.
I'm talking about from like older videos.
No.
I had a guy who had an interesting comment on a video from yesterday.
Yeah.
The one where you was lifting out the what was you doing on that truck?
The transfer, case?
Transfer.
Yeah. You missed the bet. I mean, you missed me actually taking it out of the truck. Gotta be quicker with it.
Anyway, this guy asked, he said, wait, you don't take out 10 speeds with the case attached, but you pull cabs to change an air filter? Question mark.
Yeah.
Nothing on that?
What?
Yeah. What Jake
Just-
said. What?
What? Okay.
Well, so on the F-150s, there's a welded-in bar. Like you can't physically take the transmission out with the transfer case still on it. You
No,
have to.
not
you
on
have
15
to,
up.
Yeah, you have to separate
14
it.
down, you
So
can't.
that, and then the main reason I pull the cab to do air filters is just because I get to charge the customer more.
Yeah.
I mean, it just pays us better that way.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
That is good to know. That is good information, guys.
Oh man.
All right, you guys want to take a break from the comments and jump into Jake's segment? We can still go over
You had your
comments.
other
Sure.
video on here.
Yeah. Got a
You
guy
had
here
your
with
other
a.
video?
Oh, yeah, let's
Got a
play.
guy here with a P1450. You want to tell me what's wrong with it, Jake?
Mm.
Unable to bleed up fuel tank vacuum. I'm pretty sure it's a description on that code, and it's going to be caused by a purge valve 99 times out of 100. I don't know if you got that one yet, but purge valve.
Purge
that.
valve. All right, hold on. Let me get a setup here, and we'll play the other video I found. I can't remember this one, so I'm curious as to what I sent.
This is the one you sent me last night?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I glanced.
Okay. This is a compilation of mechanical things. I'd like to get some of your opinion on what's going on here.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
By Dalton's car.
It literally does that. That's mint. That is mint. That
his truck
looks
looks
familiar.
like.
That's like exactly what your truck looks like. Okay. Dang. That's what your Mustang's gonna look like.
It will one day.
If it holds there.
You know you got problems when pistons coming out of your head. It's not good.
That dude's from around here.
Yeah.
Or at least he sounded like it.
You think he was a native? L.A. native?
100% Lower Alabama native there.
100%.
It is cool that we do come from the L.A., the big L.A. Covers probably five counties. All right, you guys want to jump into Jake's deal of the day?
Oh man.
Yeah. So if
Give-
y'all
give him
don't
speed.
yeah, if y'all don't know, Jake is what you call a marketplace sniper. Like He gets them in his sights and he finds them. I don't know, he just finds the best stuff. So he's been doing some looking, and I think we're gonna try to do this every time we do a show. Probably do a deal of the day, and we'll probably come up with something ridiculous. I don't know. We might go buy one of these eventually, huh?
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2,000 likes on the video.
Well, we're at 62, so let's get it up. Come on,
Yeah,
let's get to
2,000
100.
likes on the video.
I didn't know if we was gonna get to 50. Let me know when you got your monitor ready.
Oh, he's ready.
Oh, you ready?
He's ready. He's
Let me
waiting
get
on
you-
you.
Let me get you queued
Yeah,
up. Then.
I love
The
this first picture,
description
and
sells
this is the cover photo here of
Yeah.
the ad.
That's pretty sick.
Oh, nice, big booty Judy.
Big booty.
The
Judy.
description gets
Yeah. You want to read
even
the
better.
description?
Though, yeah,
Yeah, they can't. They
a
can't. see
land
that.
yacht of legend. That's what you're getting here, buddy. Calling all lovers of luxury, wood grain, and velvet dreams. You like style. You like space. You feel like you're captain in the USS Sofa down the freeway. Then buckle up, Buttercup, because we've got the car for you. I mean, this person is a salesman.
Yeah, really.
So blah 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 blah. The hell they talking about a timeshare?
What?
I
Timeshare.
own a timeshare and I don't apologize for it. Oh my god.
Where is
Wood-
this at?
Uh,
Is this a local buy?
Yeah, I think so. So where? No, this
North
is
Carolina.
North Carolina.
That's not
This is a
bad
good
though.
one.
We can make a road trip
Yeah.
vlog.
So wood grain side panels so fake they're real. A true suburban safari experience. Softer than your grandma's hugs with less judgment.
look at this one.
Oh, whether you're hauling groceries, trophies, or childhood trauma, this car's got you covered. And the turning radius, let's just say you'll see your destination 3 states away before you can park it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, perfect for dads who peaked in high school, hipsters with a flair for irony, time travelers stuck in the golden age of station wagons, people who just really love Velour. What is that? 5,000 or best offer. I think that's a deal. Yeah.
5,000 or best offer. Now, do you think this ad's real?
100%. Yeah. Yeah. People don't take that much time.
All right, scale of 1 to 10. What are we
gotta
putting on
read
this?
What do you mean? How good of a deal is this?
Yeah.
$5,000? I mean, what's going on with the
It's
just
kind of
like
rotting.
patina or something?
Yeah.
That's
It's
a little-
character.
That's cigarette ashes over the years flying out the windows.
It's hard to see it on here, but that says kill your local pedophile.
Kill your local
Yeah,
pedophile.
I had to see what some of these said.
Oh,
and
man.
Guy's a Second Amendment man.
Dude, that thing is slick, though. I will say that. Put some things on
Look
it.
at that. Got the
Yeah.
backwards seats back there.
It's mint.
Yeah.
So scale 1 to 10, what'd you put that at? Dollar for a car.
It's a solid 8.
Does this say must buy? Buy it if you can.
7.5.
So this is up there.
Yeah. But it's not up there necessarily because, like, it's a good deal. It's up there just because it's so nostalgic.
Yeah. Yeah.
For 5,000,
Character.
I mean, you can't get a better piece of nostalgia for $5,000.
You know how many people would look
Or
at you
best offer.
going down the road in that? Or in a parking lot?
I mean, I feel like I look like I belong in that car. That looks like
Probably.
something I would drive.
Do you?
I mean, look at the Photoshop skills the guy took to do that. I mean, look, he put the text behind the.
Behind the
Ball head said $1,100 maybe.
Aw.
No, there's got to be better than that.
Yeah, man. Pre-COVID maybe. COVID
think?
really screwed up everything.
The used car market.
Everything.
Yeah, that's a classic there.
You got anything else? What else you got over there? See what else we can find in our local area.
I don't know if I can search Marketplace on this laptop.
Why?
I don't know how to.
Search Marketplace.
Yeah, you better be careful for clicking around on there, buddy.
What have you been searching on Marketplace?
Never know. Oh, yeah, we got airplanes
here we
on
go.
here.
God.
Oh, man. One day I'm going to have me enough money I can buy me an airplane.
Yeah.
I thought you had an airplane.
I never had an airplane. My grandpa had an airplane, and he let me
told
use it.
so many people you had
Yes,
an
but
airplane.
that is,
I don't know how many people I've told that to.
well, I mean, I kind of had an airplane.
Oh, here we go. Look at that. That's a shop truck.
God.
Look at that rig. That's a unit.
A Dodge. That's a first gen, huh?
It's got a video of it too.
Ain't that what they call the first gen?
Yeah.
When they got
12 valve.
they went to the second gen, what, like 92, 93? Oh, I don't know.
No, I think it was later than that.
Later than that.
Your daddy's in the comments. He says, my buddy had a custom cruiser, rear-facing seat, smoke mobile.
Smokemobile. Yeah, we got enough of those.
The smoke mobile.
Oh, the Smokemobile.
Can you just search on Marketplace just like junk? Like, can you set the parameters
it's
just
all
around
junk.
junk?
$2,000 Coyote.
Well, look, there's me a motor right there.
Yeah, you're gonna need that.
Well,
That's a Gen 3. Does not fit.
Oh, it's a Gen 3.
what am I, Gen
Oh,
2?
and I guarantee, yeah, it has bad rings, and they still want $2,000 for it. Yeah, okay.
So that's not a deal of the day then.
No, that means it was drinking oil. It was consuming oil, which is great for, if you want to
Race
add some,
car.
yeah, race car. Put some boost to it or something. You prefer them rings be a little shot.
Oh. Let's see here. Got some more.
Luke says, "What's your unicorn year F-150?"
That's a good question.
Puh. Like, I guess is this like what my favorite?
I'm guessing not as a mechanic, probably more as a driver. It's like probably the best reliability and everything like that.
Chevrolets mostly.
Cut that.
Cut that part. We're live. I definitely like the newer, like when it comes to F-150s, I like the 15 ups. Now the old ones look cool. I mean, I just don't know. It's just not really my thing.
I have a nostalgia for like the 7s, like the 07, like the square headlight. I love
dude,
them
what
things.
is wrong with you? So that was the
3 valve.
worst. So
It's nostalgia,
It was
mostly.
it was like the companies. So pre 2006, Chevrolet, I feel like had better trucks. And then it seems like it flip-flopped somewhere around 2010, 2011 because
Around the government buyout.
yeah, the government buyout, yeah, that kind of thing. But yeah, when Ford come out with like the Coyote and the 3.5 and all, I feel like their quality of what they had went up a lot.
I thought you hated the 3.5.
I don't hate it. I mean, it
I
had
mean,
a
the
lot
early
of
ones
had a
were-
lot of problems. I mean, what do you think was going to happen? They slapped 2 turbos on a V6 and put it in a truck. What,
I mean, yeah.
They should have known what was going to happen. People get them, they don't maintain them, and they use the piss out of them. But I'll still take anything after 2011. There's no Chevrolet vehicle that I would own at all. Period.
After 2011,
Maybe
Joe.
a Vet. Yeah, I like the Vets. C6, C7. But after, before 2011 with the Fords, I mean, I wasn't never a big fan of the Triton motor, the 3-valve.
Y'all sleeping on the
They're
Triton.
junk, dude.
They're
and
not
same
junk.
thing with the 4.6. Like, it was a tough engine, but it made 143 horsepower on a good day.
Can't you soup it up? Can we throw a Whipple
No,
on it?
you can't.
Why?
You could, well, you could. It'd make 230 horsepower.
So if I brung that Lincoln up here and we threw a Whipple on it,
Yeah.
how many horses could we get? How many full
Not
horses could we
much.
get?
None.
Not half horses, not Shetland ponies. How many full
they clear-
thoroughbred horses could we pile up under that hood?
Not many. You could see block like this, you go boom. Clamshell.
Clamshell.
Clamshell, brother.
That's what you call that?
Yeah.
I don't
No,
really
I
get
don't know.
that.
I just, I mean, if we're going to go old school Ford, I think I'd rather just have old 302.
Yeah.
Old small block. I mean,
Oh, the 302. I still, like I said, I still like those recession era Fords. I think they're my favorite, especially like the King Ranch edition ones.
They had the nicest seats.
What
for
about the light?
real King Ranch?
what about that Lightning, huh?
Which Lightning?
That's what I'm wondering. The old ones are
We're talking about
super
Fast and-
stoked.
Are we talking about the?
Well, he could be talking about the new electric one. I don't know.
Might
Yeah.
even be talking
Dude.
about the best Lightning.
I'll tell you that, like
93,
those,
95.
those electric. Have you ever ridden one of them?
Mm-mm.
Like the Lightning trucks. They're
fun.
They're gnarly.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Wouldn't own one. They're fun though.
That's what I've always said about like those electric like Teslas. I bet they're cool to get in and ride and drive, but I bet
Yeah.
they're
They had a
It's
Model-
not something I wanna
they had a
do every
Model
day.
S up there at the dealer, and I remember I put my stopwatch on that thing 0 to 60 just because I wanted to see what it was. It was 3.1 seconds,
pretty quick.
real quick. Yeah, like ignorant.
Ignorant.
Hey, Hey, just tuning in. Why'd you leave Ford? Because,
Oh, here we go.
I don't know. They suck, man. Not really. I don't know. Dealers can wear you out, man. And with all the social media stuff, man, I had a lot going on. And I just kind of figured this was going to be a better route for my future. Still to be determined, though.
I agree with that. I work here.
Yeah.
So
You're an
I'm
employee.
partial to the success of this
Yeah.
operation.
Um,
Let's see what else we got here in the chat. We're at 79 likes, 79 concurrent reviewers too.
shoot.
I definitely think that YouTube has been the best for our lives.
Thoughts on a 2016 F-150 Coyote with 50,000 miles? Sound like a pretty good one. Make sure to change oil.
You don't have to. Them
Yeah.
things are tough.
Yeah. How about best generation of Raptors reliability wise? I'm not a big fan of the 62. I talk a lot of crap about it. It's pretty reliable, but just, man, this ain't it.
This just ain't
It
it.
just ain't it. Nah. I left Ford and mastered Mazda. Yeah.
When did Ford
forget
quit
them.
working? I mean, yeah, when did Mazda quit
That'd
being
been
a Ford?
It's a while back.
Like 10
I was
years
like
ago?
20. It's less than.
Around the recession.
Yeah. 08?
I think it was.
I thought it was like 11, 12, 13.
Well, they
somewhere in
sold
there.
it somewhere after the recession. I thought they sold about everything they own, except for Lincoln.
That's right.
Trey
Lincoln.
living his life. Lewis says, "When can I see that 24 Mustang in action, Jake?"
I don't know. You got to show.
Come to 113.
Yeah, come on up here, buddy. When you gonna come be on the show, Trey? When you gonna come hang out with us and be on the show? What common concerns do the new F-150 V6s have? I don't
Which
know.
V6?
I don't know, probably 3.5, I guess. I don't know. They really had nothing crazy happen yet.
No.
Little nitpicky stuff.
Yeah.
I've
Put
yet,
EGR coolers back
Yeah.
on them. They leak. But
I've yet to see very many of them fail.
that's about it.
Did you guys want to jump into the trivia giveaway?
Sure.
Everybody pay attention.
So, yeah, what are we giving away again?
I
Do
say
a
we
hat
give
and a shirt.
hat and a shirt.
Hat and a shirt.
We go all the
My
way up to
eternal gratitude
XL.
for being a supporter.
Who?
I said nothing. Never mind. You gotta listen when I talk, buddy.
So yeah, let's.
man.
We're gonna give away a hat and a shirt. We have gray and darker gray shirts available.
We have gray.
On the website, I had to fix. We had 47 colors available. I had to change that.
Yeah.
And we have 3 colors of hats available. And yeah, do you got your question ready? This is literally like the only thing y'all had to do for like the last 12 hours.
I specifically said this was going to be a Jake question here.
Wow.
Well, it sounds like we got a lot. Oh my God! Super
Let's
chat.
go. Let's go. In detail, which 5.0 generation is best for F-150? All right. So
Thank you, Eric, for the super chat. By the way, that
yeah,
was
we
super.
really appreciate that. Yeah. So I mean, what is wrong with you?
That's so funny.
I mean, the Gen 1, Gen 2 Coyotes are probably the most reliable.
Yeah, I'd
And
probably
the
say
reason
seconds.
the reason I say that is just because we've seen them on the road for a long time. And I'm telling you guys, if you change your oil, Colton, if you change your oil, he has a Gen 2 Coyote, by the way.
The Coyote
He will
Gen 2
not
does
change
not
his oil.
need an oil change. It don't even need oil
mean,
in it.
So
I promise.
Yeah.
I run it.
the Gen 3s were great. I'm just not a real big fan of them. They click, clack, and make a bunch of racket. They sound like they're coming apart, and they're known to consume oil at times. You know, they pull a ton of vacuum, especially.
Is that what they say with the Coyote knock or the Coyote tick?
Yeah. So Gen 3 is definitely out for me. The Gen 4, I actually own a Gen 4. Jake here owns a Gen 4 and a Mustang. Gen 4 and a 23 F-150. I love it. I love my I love the truck. I mean, it runs great. I think moving forward, I think the Gen 4s are gonna be a pretty good option for the F-150. The things that scare me, I've talked about it before, the oil pump belt. I think it'll work. I don't think you're gonna have a lot of issues with it. The one thing that does kind of worried me a little bit is they did add, cylinder deactivation to the Coyote. They have some special rocker arms that basically can stop working, make your engine run on 4 cylinders instead of 8. So trying to save fuel mileage, but that crap just never works. GM learned that the hard way.
And Dodge.
Yeah.
And Dodge.
So I hope that answers your question. He said, take that man off the soundboard. Get him out of here. Oh, man. No, we appreciate it, Eric.
Yeah, that was very cool of
Just
you.
changed main updated 10R80 part.
So yeah, let's get a trivia question. Somebody come up with something.
Do something, Jake.
Thinking.
This guy's got a 10R150, Jake.
Yeah. I want to see it.
The tech is likening it. I don't know. He said, what say you? Yes, we're going to give away a shirt and a hat. Like we said earlier, we got gray and gray.
We got gray and gray.
We got gray and gray.
Gray and darker gray.
Yeah. And, yeah.
So one of y'all come up with something. If not, I'll ask something terrible.
All right. So, you got something or you want me to go?
You go ahead.
All right.
I got
So,
it.
Dude, Eric blowing us up.
Eric is blowing us up.
Dude, Eric blowing
Dude.
us up.
We appreciate it, Eric.
Eric, thank you so much.
Thank you. So here's the trivia question, guys. Here's what we're gonna do. Gonna ask. He just likes you on that soundboard over there. He just wants to hear you beat on it. We're gonna ask a question, and the first comment that gets it right is gonna get a free shirt, free hat. We're gonna ship it on our dime. We're definitely gonna need you to give us some kind of contact point where we can reach you after the show. So I'd appreciate it if you could do that as well. But without further ado, are y'all ready? You ain't got a drum roll over there? What is that? You need like a...
Close enough.
All right, we got to work on some sound effects. But here's the question. What size are the mounting bolts of a turbo on a 6.7 liter PowerStroke? Now, I'll say the turbo pedestal, where it actually mounts to the block. What size are those bolts? Go.
You might want to repeat that from start to back one more time.
6.7 liter PowerStroke turbo pedestal. What size are the bolts that mount that to the block?
All right, get to
What
Googling.
size are the head? What size are the heads? We got 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter. We're talking about the bolts. Oh, Trey Lewis, damn. Trey! Trey got it. It was a 13 millimeter, guys. There's 4 of them that hold the turbo pedestal down.
I guess he can come get a shirt. We ain't gotta ship him a
Yeah, we're
shirt.
not shipping you a shirt, Trey. You can come get you one. But yeah, we're gonna pick the next up winner. I'm sorry, Trey. You don't. To put it in a perspective for you guys, Trey worked in the shop with me for like 2 years, ripping 6.7s apart. So it's kind of an unfair question for Trey. A transmission question probably would have got him a little better. But
It's okay.
yeah. So we're gonna pick the next up, and that is your
Your
daddy.
daddy.
So your. What's up, y'all?
Who made you daddy?
Who made you my daddy? All right, man. So yeah, if you'll give us some kind of way to reach you, email, something like that, so we can get an address, we'll send you some merch, man. Appreciate you participating in our fun little game there.
I don't know.
So I see. An idea.
Hopefully I texted that to you.
Oh, I did read that last time.
Go ahead and get it ready.
Trey says, shouldn't have trained me so well.
Mm.
All right, what's the worst snap-on purchase you've made?
Pocket screwdrivers I made.
Yeah,
I bought.
$180 set of pocket screwdrivers he got yesterday. Nah, man, Monkey Elvis with the $5, man. We appreciate it, man. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
They coming on right at the end, man. We supposed to end at 9, but now you almost
We're
don't
going to
even
keep
wanna go
rolling.
off.
We're going to roll into the work.
Yeah, we got some work to do. Worst snap-on purchase though. I have a set of like a whole kitchen tong set. It's sitting on top of my fridge. I don't ever even use it. All right, so Monkey Elvis says, I have a 24 F-150 and the 10R80 makes a rattling sound when I come off the gas and coast. It kind of sounds like a marble rattling. What is it? What is that? All right.
I'm just gonna take a guess. It's that bushing that's gotten loose.
Probably not. No, 24. Damn. So, I mean, it's just really difficult for us to diagnose sounds, man, especially on one that new. Make a rattling sound when I come off the gas and coast. Man, I honestly don't really have anything that I could tell you there that I've personally seen before. I mean, my best piece of advice would be probably to try to get the truck off the ground, maybe on a lift or something, and run it from a coast down there and see if it's just anything you can identify. I like using a stethoscope. Oh my God!
This is
Here we
the
go.
surprise
Dude,
ending,
I don't want to
people.
watch
Here it is. This
Don't
is
do
it.
Don't do
This
it.
is it.
What?
This is
what.
This is the
Oh
first
my
live
God,
show,
man.
and so what you guys don't see yet is it pulled up on this screen over here in front of Mason.
There's worse ones than this.
We are going to have him live react to his first video posted on
That's what it says is
YouTube.
the oldest on there.
It is the oldest. This is the third
This
one.
is the
And
Genesis.
So a little bit of background. You remember at the time, what YouTube channel was you doing at that time? Was it Trucking Inspired?
I think so.
You was doing?
That's right before the shorts came out. 'Cause I was posting like 1 minute videos as
we
posts.
was doing long videos then. But yeah, I remember we was both talking about doing a YouTube channel, and you said we got to hold each other accountable. You
Yeah.
said by the end of the week, both of us have to have a YouTube video posted by Friday. And
That
that
is
was
true.
we were going to hold each other accountable. And this is what I come up with. I said this will be the easiest for me to do.
Okay.
So,
So I'm excited.
yeah, I'm pretty excited.
I think
myself.
everybody's really excited. Hold on, Jay. Let me get you
So
queued
I
up.
will say, have you watched this? My face is not in this at all.
Not since, I don't know, since you probably put it out.
So there's a few videos I have that where I didn't quite understand the difference between horizontal and vertical recording. So I would just like resize them, and then I didn't understand that was making my body look weird.
Oh,
There's
really?
some good ones. Yeah, there's a couple of those.
Well, we'll have to bring this. It's got to be a weekly thing. Then we'll have to bring up some old cringe videos. So yeah, if you guys are paying attention, we are in the first live show episode, and we're about to review and watch Mason react to his first YouTube video as flying wrenches.
I've never watched it.
Yeah, this was what's the date on this?
4 years ago.
So 4 years ago, huh?
Yeah.
Posted July 8th, 2020.
Almost 5 years.
July 8th.
2020.
All right, let's
Cool.
go. Pull it
All
up full screen. Click play on this bad boy. What is that?
All right, guys, I'm going to show you how to get your factory door code without taking it to the dealership. So the only thing you're going to need is 2 keys. They already need to be programmed to the vehicle. They can't just be a new key. So 2 keys. This is a 2017 Explorer, but this should work on almost every model that has a door code all the way back to, I think, 2015. So I think that's good info. On this one, this is the push button start. So I'm actually going to be using the backup slot, which is located right there in this model, but yours may be different, so you want to check your owner's manual.
They be getting me on the
see where
backup
your
slots. They be
backup slot
changing them
is.
around
they move
all
them
over the
out.
place.
If your vehicle wasn't a push button start, if it had a key,
Got the
you
video
would do
link
the
up in
same
it, though.
process, except instead of putting it in the backup
Nice.
slot, you just put it in the ignition and turn it to the on position. So to start with, I'm just gonna stick this first key in the backup slot, turn the ignition on. Everything power up. You want it full power, not
This was a
accessory.
used car I was
Accessory
doing at the
power.
dealership. The used vehicle inspection, they always made us get the door code.
I'm gonna insert the second key into the backup slot. Turn the ignition on. It's gonna pop up with a couple of messages. Just wanna click through them, click through that one, and then
yeah.
there's your factory
Oh,
key
yeah.
code. And
See?
there it is.
It works.
Like I said, if it wasn't a push button start, you do the same thing. Turn the ignition
Look at
on.
putting the
with the first
badge in
one,
at the
I
end
mean-
of it, dude.
off,
I mean,
second one on, and then off.
that was
and it
before I
should
realized
on,
that
and then
I
it
needed to
should
turn the
show
phone
you your key
sideways to
code.
do.
So
Oh my
Horizontal
God!
video.
Look at that thumbnail there.
Code from
Oh,
earlier.
yeah.
I'll take
Yeah,
it
there's your code, buddy.
to the dealership.
The 1450 from earlier we was talking about. So
Dude, these some of these
just real-
thumbnails
just-
are
just real quick.
are
What-
tough.
Well, then I'm gonna let you make them. Let's see here. Hold on.
What you looking for?
Do I need to go back to a camera?
Nah, I was just gonna show you that other video I was talking about.
A worse video? 'Cause
Yeah.
that video is actually pretty good for your first video.
Yeah, well, this is when I started like getting brave and like
On camera?
yeah, putting my face on camera and stuff. So here it is.
There's Sarah's car.
Yeah, I did a video on that.
Jeez.
That'll be a big one. That'll be a big indicator. If you're smoking, you look like a mosquito truck spraying for mosquitoes, fusion or escape, then you probably got this problem. You probably got something going on.
And I mean, this was one of my best videos at the time,
Easy to
dude.
check
This
for you at
video,
home. You don't have to have a scanner.
this video did 88,000 views.
That's good.
That is good. Knowing back and watching it now,
Yeah, that's right.
I mean,
There's actually
the video's
a
not
model
good, but
with a line, if you didn't know this already, that where you can
before I
check
had a
your-
microphone,
you can look at the
Was it
model,
straight into a...
this is straight.
up or down.
Yeah,
Now,
Is this straight into your cell phone?
you're
yeah,
gonna do that
yeah, straight into the cell phone.
when it's hot. The reason
You're so
you're not gonna do it when
red.
it's hot is
Are you
because you pull
burnt?
that cap off with all that pressure. Fourth symptom. So the fourth symptom.
Oh, all right, I can't do it.
All right.
guys. I can't.
All right,
I cannot
all right,
watch
all
any
right.
more
We've
of
had
that.
we've
Yeah.
had some fun today.
Yeah, we have.
It has been a good first show. I think it was a real big success.
Yeah, I definitely feel a lot better about it now than what I did this morning. It's a lot easier than what I thought it was gonna be.
There's a couple new chats. Do you want to take them and then get ready to roll this thing out?
Sure.
So we're going to read a couple more comments, and then we are going to get ready to, I guess, go to work. Maybe not. Maybe just call it a day. I mean, it's already almost lunch. 93 likes. Close to 100. Come on, there's got to be 7 of you out there listening. That was a like. Let's get to 100. We want to get to 100. We do appreciate all the super chats. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. Was seeing that thing. I've gave so much super chat that to see one come in is still kind of blowing my mind. I forgot we still had the monitor up rolling.
What'd you ask, Don? Got a 2020 F-150 3.5 at 100,000. Notice when I got on the gas at 60 plus, if dropping to 7th, it would jerk like crazy till I let out of gas. Dropping to 8th and 9th are fine. Oil changes regular with OEM.
I don't even know where you're seeing that comment.
Yeah, it was way back up. He was saying that he guess he got to send super chat to get it answered. I mean, that definitely helps. I mean, it pops up like real big and bright there for me. But no, I just didn't see your comment earlier, buddy. I mean, so you're saying you get a jerk on the downshift. It would probably be indicating maybe something going on with the trans, man. Like I said, these CDF bushings, we don't always just see them completely shifted. We've seen them to where they're just rolled down just enough. It's got like half the seal cocked, and we'll make it. You like that word? Why? What?
Okay.
All right, Eric Elson sent another super chat. Dude, Eric is tearing it up. Dude. Eric is tearing it up.
Yeah, I think Eric bought beer today.
I
think he's bought the
Eric
beer
come off
today.
the night shift.
Yeah.
Those come off the night shift beers. Oh man! So what's the best way to know if a slow coolant leak, 1/4 per 2,500 miles, so 1/4 gallon, I'm assuming, and an F-150 is leaking hose or head gasket? Had this issue on my prior F-150. What year model was the F-150?
What engine?
Yeah, and what engine? That'd be a big help.
Send us another super chat to get it answered.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, these Ford motors really don't have a lot of head gasket problems unless you overheat them.
Or overboost them.
He said about a 1/4 inch in the reservoir tank. Yeah, that's a really, really slow leak. I mean, if it's a 16.27 EcoBoost, yeah, I mean, you got the turbos and stuff. I haven't really seen very many of those leak. I haven't really seen very much of anything leak on the 2.7. I mean, definitely could be a head gasket problem though.
Could even be the exhaust manifold in the head. They'll crack too.
Yeah, it'll be done on your car. Jake had a Fusion Sport with a 2.7, and we put a long block in that thing because it was doing something similar. It would just drop coolant over. It would take like months to do. And then we ended up finding a lot of people were having, what was it? It was cracked head because isn't the manifold
The
built?
manifold runs inside, and it's just one outlet.
Yeah, and it built kind
outside.
of built into the head. I got you. Yep.
Well,
Don Boatwright says, I got you next chat with some moolah for the cock seal.
I mean, that's a pretty good way to wrap it.
Yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up there, guys. I got to go get some work done. I know Ken Forbes is in here commenting. We got his truck. We got to get that thing knocked out. We got the trans built, ready to go back in. So we're going to go get busy, man. But we will be back here. What did we agree on?
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
8 a.m.
8 a.m.-ish. Yeah, because 8-ish. So we're going to do next Tuesday, 8 a.m., and we're probably going to work some evening shows into this thing eventually as well.
Flying wrenches after dark.
Wrenches after
You
dark.
want to see some of the grittier details of this operation.
Yeah, maybe get a few beers in us. Might help loosen things up a little bit. So, yeah, we once again, I appreciate all of you guys that commented, liked.
Super
if you-
chatted.
Super chatted. If you didn't comment, like, or super chat, you suck.
We're at 99 likes. We've
dude,
got to
like-
get to 100.
Come on,
Somebody
man.
jump
Somebody's
in there.
got to go like. Can I like the video myself?
No, that don't count. That don't count.
Oh,
Come on,
man.
somebody out there. Oh, and by the way, Eric, what's your beer of choice? 100 Lakes! I like a Miller Lite or PBR, but that's just my choice.
Yeah, I've been on those Michelob twist tops for a little while now.
You have been crushing the twist
Yeah,
tops.
I just like them because I can put the cap back on. You know, if I need to store this thing, set it down.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap us up. This has been the first annual Flying Wrenches. First
not
annual. I
Weekly.
like that annual word. Annual, first annual. He drives him nuts. All right, first Flying Wrenches morning live show, guys. We're going to wrap this up now. We appreciate
right.
it.
Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next Tuesday. Have a good one.